Welcome back to the IS Companion. In today's lecture, we will make the comparison between laboratory and field experiments in psychology. Both methods are crucial for advancing our understanding of human behavior and mental processes, yet they have distinct characteristics, advantages, and limitations. Let's explore these differences through detailed explanations and examples. Laboratory experiments. Definition and characteristics. Laboratory experiments are conducted in a controlled environment where researchers can manipulate the independent variable, IV, and measure the dependent variable, DV, with precision. Controlled setting. Researchers control extraneous variables to isolate the effect of the IV on the DV. Standardized procedures. Protocols and procedures are consistent for all participants. High internal validity. The controlled environment enhances the ability to establish cause and effect relationships. Advantages. Control over variables, ability to control extraneous variables, leading to more accurate results. Replicability. Standardized procedures make it easier to replicate the study. Precision. Measurements and manipulations can be highly precise. Disadvantages. Low ecological validity. Artificial setting may not accurately reflect real-world situations. Participant reactivity. Participants may behave differently because they know they are being observed. Hawthorne effect. Example. Memory study. A classic example is Loftus and Palmer's 1974 study on the effect of leading questions on eyewitness testimony. Participants watched videos of car accidents and were asked questions with varying wording about the speed of the cars. The control setting allowed precise manipulation of the IV, wording of questions, and measurement of the DV, speed estimation. Field experiments. Definition and characteristics. Field experiments are conducted in natural settings where the researcher manipulates the phore and observes the DV in the participant's usual environment. Natural setting. The experiment takes place in the participant's regular environment. Realistic context. Participants are often unaware they are part of a study, leading to more natural behavior. Moderate internal validity. While control over extraneous variables is less than in lab experiments, it still allows for causal inferences. Advantages. High ecological validity. Real-world setting enhances the generalizability of findings. Natural behavior. Participants are more likely to behave naturally, reducing participant reactivity. Practical applications. Findings are often more directly applicable to real-world situations. Disadvantages. Less control over variables, harder to control extraneous variables, which may confound results. Replicability issues. Natural settings can vary, making replication more challenging. Ethical concerns. Participants might be unaware they are part of an experiment, raising ethical issues. Example. Helping Behavior Study, Pilyavin et al. S. 1969, study on bystander intervention in the New York City subway. Confederates staged collapses to see how passengers would react. The natural setting provided insights into real-world helping behavior, though control over extraneous variables was limited. Key comparisons. Internal versus external validity. Laboratory experiments, high internal validity due to controlled conditions but low external validity due to artificial settings. Field experiments, high external validity due to natural settings but lower internal validity because of less control over extraneous variables. Control versus realism. Laboratory experiments allow precise control over variables and conditions but may lack realism. Field experiments provide realistic insights and natural behavior but face challenges in controlling variables. Replicability. Laboratory experiments, high due to standardized procedures. Field experiments, lower due to variability in natural settings. Combining methods, a holistic approach. Researchers often use a combination of laboratory and field experiments to balance control and ecological validity. For instance, initial findings in a controlled lab setting can be tested in the field to examine their applicability in real world situations. Conclusion: both laboratory and field experiments are essential tools in psychological research, each offering unique strengths and facing specific challenges. By understanding their differences, researchers can choose the most appropriate method for their study objectives and enhance the robustness of their findings. Thank you for your attention. Follow us on YouTube, www.youtube.com/@iscompanion.